お、ドテツさん、こんにちは。これ難易度なの？より手強いってことはこっちの方がいいのかな。まずは名探偵からいきましょうか。はい。というわけで、徹底的に徹底チャンネル、本日はシャーロック・ホームズ。推理関係に関してはね、推理物に関しては私大好き、大好物なので、気になっていたゲームではあるんですけどね、ちょっと今日は時間がありますので、少しやっていきたいと思います。完全初見でどこまでいけるか。実際どこまで何があるのかとか全くわかんないんですけど、やっていきましょう。操作も全くわかりません。推論を構築する。で、久々にちょっと、これ画面、どうしようかな。画面ちっちゃくして、コメント出そうかな。読み上げちゃんが邪魔な気がする。ちょっと待ってくださいね。ちょっと今、ちょっとブルー画面になります。ちょっとブロードキャスト設定を久々に変えましょう。はい。久々のね、ちょっとちっちゃめの画面と読み上げちゃんもね、一回中止してやっていきたいと思います。でシャーロック・ホームズといえばね、コナン・ドイルが書いている名探偵シャーロック・ホームズシリーズ第1話はまだらの紐という、ね、第1作目の本がありまして、そのまだらの紐というのから私も読んではいるんですけども、なんだなんですかこれ、デッド・バイ・デイ・ライトですかこれ。誰これ。48時間前。ゲームはリアルタイムで行われている。ワトソンとホームズですね。てかさっきのじゃあホームズだったんだ。
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
She is not the concern, Watson.
Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who, are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Oh, なるほどね。ああ。×ボタンか。ああ、こうやって選んでいくの。よし、kjt。何これ。うん、これだな。はーい。くまくまさん、了解です。お疲れ様です。ありがとうございます。こんな感じわかんないけど。結膜炎というよりかは泣いた後、すすり泣きをしていたっていうのがあったからね。栄養失調。うん。顎の丸みから考えすると、発達してない状態から、青白い肌っていうよりかは栄養失調。思いやりのある両親。あとなんだっけ。あ、ほころびがきれいに直して。うん。ロンドンの地図と地図を読むことができる。ロンドンの地図は確認できたけど、まあ、ここに一人で来たところから考えると、地と地図を読むことはできる。おそらく8歳でまあその辺はできるかな。1000点線以上。うん。明らかに右腕との太さが違うんだよね。こんな感じ。こうやって一人一人を観察して選んでいくゲーム。めんどくせえなぁ。ああ、そういう判断ね。
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
あ、そうかそうか。バツか。
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
And that's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day. Because that's all he can find. Only this time, he didn't come home.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange? In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
What were you thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
I was afraid. I ain't got no family, and I've got no other place to go. If our landlord finds out that Father left me, he'll throw me out on the street.
Tom, you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
ちょっと。
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
なるほど。じゃあ行きましょうか。トイレに2時間行ってきます。見る気ねえだろ、市長。これはドアノブがこうで。あ、違うか。これ何どうするのこれ。あ、開いた。あ、これは書斎か。じゃあこっちですね。こういうことね。海外ドラマでエレメンタリーっていう海外ドラマがあるんですね。でエレメンタリーっていうのはシャーロック・ホームズをテーマにしている現代版のシャーロック・ホームズ、ニューヨークにいる、もともとはロンドンにいたんですけど、ニューヨークにいたシャーロック・ホームズですね。ドーセット通り、あーこっちか。意外と遠くない？いけるんかい？あ、ネタバレ怖いのでホラー並みに。あー、了解です。なるほど。エレメンタリーっていうのはすごい好きなんですけど、そのシャーロック・ホームズっていうのがですね、ものすごい変人、本当に変人で、っていうか最初役中ですからね、役中から始まって、そのお目付け役としてワトソン、これリューシー・リュウっていう人がね、チャーリーズ・エンジェルとかにも出てるルーシー・リュウっていう人が出てやるんですけど、めちゃくちゃ面白いんですよ。 DVD も持ってるんですけど、で、それもあって、シャーロック・ホームズ、もともと好きだったのが余計好きになって、今に至ると。で、やっていこうかなと思ったゲームなんですけど、推理力に関しては、そのエレメンタリーのシャーロック・ホームズと同じぐらいの推理力ありますね。
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
なかなか面白そうなので、やってみましょう。こういうとこは、
North Street.
これもノースストリート1番。ホワイトチャペル、こっちか。ホワイトチャペルの2号ってやつかな。
Excuse me, how can I get to Dorset Street? Is it far?
You're heading the wrong way. You need to go back and then go through the arch.
なるほどね、向こうでいいんだ。あ、走れんじゃん。これノースストリートじゃねえの？ドーズストリート。ああ、これか。ドーズストリートの14、2号って言ってたね。ああ、違う。ドーセットストリートの、12番。お、これか。暗いな。ドア閉められねえのかよ。2階。これか。
'Tis our home, Mr. Holmes. I hope you'll find my father soon.
もうこっからか。おー、エレンいらっしゃい。
Old clothes, soiled and worn. Old clothes, soiled and worn.
はい、パパおはよう。
Old
おやすみな
clothes,
さい。
soiled and worn.
何にもなし。
George Hurst's work was varied. He was evidently a hard-working and valuable hand. Old clothes, soiled and worn.
一緒か。なんか、
The
雨漏
roof
り。
leaks all the time. Father used to fix
あ、
it.
一回選んだものが緑になるのかな。
My mother, sir.
I'm sorry, Tom. Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with... Old clothes, soiled and worn. Old clothes, soiled and worn. The old Tabard pub, North Street. The old
いやいやいや。
The old Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably.
登れんの
It's too dark.
I hope you'll find my father.
So that's why you came to see me.
ちょっと待って、なんで急に一人称になった？
A leather satchel, what's it?
うわぁ、めんどくせえな。家賃を先払いしていたパブのチケット、チラシなのかな。あ、出てるね。パブに行って特殊な仕事の情報を調べよう。OK。
The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
そうか。ってことは、このまま行くと、パブに行くことになるのかな。大丈夫かな。他には何か。
Food's running low. Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. A clever concoction for.
もうロンドン、イギリスだからな。ロンドンジョークがわからない。これ。あ、丸ボタンね。OK。裏口かよ。 ちから来たんだね。何も出てない。
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
Nomus Street. Old Tabard. これですね。
I need to earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike. The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
Nice.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
Dump the bosses off your backs.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
Arm in arm, stronger together, stronger than ever.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
The longer the picket line, the shorter the strike.
It's not him.
こいつか。
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
で最初から30分後にしてくれるでしょ。
Interesting. Missing person. I should find out more.
This これで終了か?
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
いやおいおいこっちは
White chapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheap.初プレイです。
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs. I can't even remember what.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Stop crying and get to work.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
もう次から次へとどうすんだよ今度は。
take a brush and get in there.
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
What are you waiting for?
すいません。
Please go.
ねえねえ。ああ、こっちか。何やい頼むっていうか何が正解か全く分かんないんだけど
He's still here, that's a relief.
OK こっち行けばいいのか。あ、いるいる。落ちねえだろうな。え、どうすんのこれ。え、やばいやばい、見失う見失う。何かあるはず。ない。
Ah, I've lost him.
はあ。どっからですか。
He's still here, that's a relief.
なるほど。しか。
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
おいおい、冗談じゃねえぞマジで。
Whoa. Whoa.
まだいる？まだいる？いるね。ん？どこ行った？しか。いた。勘弁してくれよ。
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
No place to hide here. We'd better go through the yard.
Oi, what are you
doing in my garden?
He's shoe-shine Jim from Chamber Street. He's mute because his drunk stepfather beat him. Hey, Jim. Can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
Hurry up.
はい、パパお疲れ様です。
Did you fall asleep? What are you doing?
とりあえず大丈夫だったのか。もうすっごいめんどくさいんですよ。
He's talking with a cabin. I need to get closer. Damn! I need to find another one.
Alas, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
もう絶対見失うと思ったけどさ、これどうせこの辺。よしよしよしよしよし。馬車乗られちゃったじゃん。まだ尾行すんの俺。もういいじゃね。
I can't lose him now.
おいおいおいおいおいおい。めんどくせえよ。どうしよう。だってまあコークがね、こう秒でやめたわって言った理由がわからないでもない。推理が好きだけどめんどくさいよね。お、小林少年じゃねえか。
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
これまだ小林少年行くの？鍵がかかってる。ここまでぎっしり。お、意外とアクロバティックだねこの。よし、侵入完了。もうフォートナイトと同じようなことしてるよね。オッケー。 なんかありますぜ。ハンティングトロフィーもかかってるし、名家って感じだね。
It's too dangerous to enter. I...
一周回ってきたのか。
It's too dangerous to enter. Do only 2 people live here? I wish... Do only 2 people live here? I can't see what's inside. I can't see what's inside. Bags of food.
向こうにもなんか調べられる、まだ他にもあったっけ。
Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it.
なるほど。
Wow. It's too dangerous to enter. I can't see what's inside. Time to report to Mr. Holmes.
Oh.
Let's get outside before I get caught.
Nice.
Locked.
あ、ここね。48時間後には撃たれてるかもしれないのか。配信向きなゲームじゃねえな。
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
That's not the one I need.
ほう。ロンドンのメインズバリーロード3番地に屋敷を構えて。
Here it is. So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Oh,
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
We'll see, if you behave.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
じゃあ、準備済みですよ。ただね、これは。まあ、しといて。いやー、めっちゃ、いや、難しくはない。めんどくせえ。全力でめんどくさい。まあ、ゲームの本質とも言えるような気がするけどね。予想外です。
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to To tell her.
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough
まさにだよね。
I'd lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Come in, please. Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
本当だよね。その方が早そうだよ。寝不足なんですか？こんにちは。ハッチいらっしゃい。読みられるのは、16時ミーティングって書いてあるってことは、料理のレシピじゃなさそうだね。ハンティングトロフィーだ。ってことは、狩猟クラブの一員だね。そしてこれをぶら下げているってことは聴診器、つまり内科医。これでいいかな。さて、ちょっと一旦トイレに行ってきますので、ヘビちゃんハッチ繋いでおいて。じゃあね、ちょっと待ってて、すぐ戻ります。はい、ただいま戻りました。ありがとうね、2人とも。観察確認。これで完成した人物像がどんな人かが出てくる。出たね。ルーベン・フィッシャーは25歳の若い青年だが自信に満ちた内科医である。こいつ、あれか、秘書か。礼儀正しく高学歴、また狩猟会のメンバーでもある。礼儀正しく、違う、彼の服装から経済的に裕福であることがわかる。ルーベン・フィッシャーは内科医というだけではなく、なんだっけ、こっちか。マーシュ教の個人秘書でもある。6名様いらっしゃいませ。現在、テストにシャーロック・ホームズの配信時代ありますが、配信のテスト、腹の中なくも退治するためにお帰りなさい。お帰りなさいちゃう。マーシュ教は裕福な男で社会的地位も高い。彼が着ている高級な服と高価な金の指輪がそれを示している。貧困層救済のために人生を捧げている。彼は病気だ。家の中は暖かいにもかかわらず毛布をかぶっている。
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspiration.
Oi,
at my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes, but also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it.
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
怪しいね。さて。
Last year, Thanks to Lord Marsh and... Last year... Thanks to Lord Marsh and... Lord Marsh, hunting with...
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English...
All in due time.
Thanks to... I've never heard of this man. John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
すげえな。最初は行方不明。そしてハーストの特殊な仕事をしている際に姿を消した。そしてそのオーナーはマーシュ卿で、狩猟クラブで行方不明。ダメだ。フォートナイトメンテナンスやん。やからやってるんやわ、エレンちゃん。聞きたいことがある。
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom,
そう
not
焦
so
るんじゃない、
fast.
トム。
I wanted to ask you if you
特別
remember
教
your
育課程
father
という言葉をお
mentioning
父さんから聞
anything
いたこ
about
と
a
は。
special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this
この箱は
box,
何だい？
Tom?
Oh, yeah. I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful.
箱？
This oil can also be used. Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. A ramrod. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle. This oil...
Vámonos.
This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle.
Toby って誰？ワトソンか？ ってことは、帰れってことか。ではない。あ、紋章調べの方か。まあ、どっちにしろ戻ってきてよかった。トビーって誰？これは、勲章の方かな。あ、あった、ウルジャック。
Here it is.
Oh, 犬がいる。
Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep.
おお、これがトビーか。
Watson, I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health. I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
了解。じゃあ。どうやってワンちゃんが探してくれるのかな。よし、覚えたか。嘘でしょ。
It's only a garden shed. Let's go on.
違うんかい。 すげえぽかったんだよ。また分岐かや。
What's in there? Nothing that could interest me. People use this cellar for storage. Just some old thing. It's not here. Ordinary storage. Old things. Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside. There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space. There's no space for this lockpick.
よくわかんないけど開いたぞ。
Let's compare this. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents.
ああ、こういうことね。で、ジョン・ストローブリッジのジョン・ストローブリッジ。ウィリアム・サッチャーのウィリアム・サッチャー。トーマス・ケリーのトーマス・ケリー。で、パトリック・ターナーのパトリック・ターナー。
All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hurst's files. News clippings on Lords and the education.
ジョージ、俺もよくわかるよ。なんとも悲しいことだ。俺も君と同じで仕事も雑用すらも見つからない毎日だ。子供たちはずっと何も食べられないでいる。職を探そうとしてもみんな決まって言うんだ。怪我のあるやつに働いてほしくないとさ。俺らの兵器なんて何の意味もない。国は俺たちを戦争で使った。だが今じゃ俺らは見捨てられたも同然だ。誰も俺らのことなんて気にしちゃいないのさ。君の友ジャック・バウアーだ。私はフレドリック・ラッセンパーハム陸軍将校はグレートブリテンおよび北アイルランド連合王国のビクトリア女王陛下の名のもとにグレートブリテンおよび北アイルランド連合王国の勇敢な兵役を務めたとし、ジョージ・ハウスの名誉軍人か。
This case must have been full of cartridges. A map of A map of Epping Forest.
There was something on the stand.
This case must have been full of cartridges.
There was a rifle here. George Hurst took...
ああ、なるほどね。矛盾があると赤くこうすると、いやいやいや。
brave Toby, best nose in the British Empire.
.なるほど、こういう選択肢が出てくるんですか。動きがないゲームって眠くなりますね。
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.
This is not the best way to sneak in. The window is firmly shut.
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please, allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson. Let's see how hard to crack this safe is.
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Well, since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here? Will you break anything else?
I'll try
何
my
回休んだ
best.
ここ。はい、シュルさんいらっしゃい。こんにちは。あ、もうこんばんはか。なんかあった。なんか見ていましたね。
I can hide here. I can hide here. November 7th. This means that the I have to finish my search of the office. Lord Marsh is a...
Okay.来た。あ、アーモンちゃんいらっしゃい。まだか。
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr. Watson, but we are expected elsewhere. Might we offer you a lift?
You are going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I am needed.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
まだだな。分析？もう忙しいゲームだな。これを5000円とか8000円で買う人ってどんだけ好きなんだろうね、これもね。まあいわゆる昔でいうアドベンチャーゲームってやつですね。海外ドラマのシャーロックもおすすめです。エレメンタリーのことですよね。
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh. My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill. Let's study it more closely. Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope.
Elementary はね、ニューヨークでやるワトソンがね、女性の粒子幽霊っていうのを僕も大好きで DVD も
Let us apply chemicals to color the sample. I need a pipette. Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope. Mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill. Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, but... Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She is so kind. I think she likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes. It's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
イギリスはパブリックスクールがね、主体ですからね、寄宿舎っていうやつですね。パブリックスクールに通ってるんですね、ケイトリンも。誰やねん。よし、じゃあ次はあの地図を書庫で調べるって感じかな。グランストンオーク。グランストンオークを何で調べる？
A map of London and its surroundings. A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. A map of London and its surroundings.
地図。オーク、オーク。グランストンオークはマーシュ教の招待状に同封されていた地図に載っていた場所。オーク。オークといえば、オーク。記号と象徴にはないもんね。
That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one.
オーク。怪我と傷、毒物と毒素。ああ、ベラトンナとかね。ジギタリスナとか。ジギタリスは薬にも使えるんだけどね。違う。オークといえば。
That's not the one I.
地図を調べてんだからな。歴史？オークといえばイギリス、イングランドオークツリー、植物学か。あったよ。あ、イングランドイングリッシュオークツリーか。
Here it is.
Bingo.
Cranston's Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map.
Oh.
Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map.
そうでしょ。どこよこれ。あ、でも3本の三股がある地図。地図広いよ。これじゃねえか。
Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do you ask?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
Kate, Wiggins is not the sort of boy you should be socializing with.
So he's perfect then.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
つながった。また新しいのが生まれた。まだ結論は出ない。で、今度はちょっと面白くなってきた。いきますよ。なんか物語が佳境になってきましたんで、行きましょう。何が起きていたか。おそらくは狩りの練習をしていたんでしょうね。人で狩りをしていたんだ。今回の事件はそれだ。
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
弾道予測線が出るじゃねえかよ。あいつどこから撃ってんだよ。え、トラバサミ？完全にデッドバイデイライトじゃねえか。完全トラッパーだ今の。あぶねえ。何なんだ急に。完全にデッドバイデイライトじゃねえかこれ。危なー。急にデッドバイデイライトになりやがった。わかんないけど近いから。ダメな感じが。おう、頭の悪いキラーだったな。
Where is he?
He was poor. This man was killed recently. The body is still warm.
Find him, boys! Find him! I saw something.
また？危ね。
Hungry today!
また？え？ああ、また。ああ、もう、じゃあ今のは左ってことね。てか、あ、そうか。じゃあ、合ってたんだ、俺。
I saw something.
危ねえ、あいつ。何なんだろう、マジで。
I like to call this the swamp of despair!
これ正解なんだけど大変なんですけど。え？あんまり深いとこ入れないと。ああ、そうですか。あ、こういうことね。ああ、そうです。早く言ってください。
I like to call this the swamp of despair! Here you are!
湿度角度ないと。
Don't worry, no one's going to find your body. I saw something.
いきなりアクションゲームみたいになりやがった。
You scampering little rat!
よし。
Where is he?
よ ってあ、くそ、え、だいぶ遠いじゃない。
Don't worry, no one's going to find your body.
あ、もう
Don't worry, no one's going to find your body. Where have you gone?
痛い。難しいっていうかめんどくさい。デッドバイデイライトの方が楽だ。来てる来てる来てる来てる来てる。
I'm following your tracks.
弾道予測線出るのはいいんだけどさ。ああ、もう何もしないんかい。
He was... My God, it's Lord Harrington's body. My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
今度は何？
The Quartermain Club. Someone's coming, I better hide.
Ah?
Someone's coming, I better hide.
隠れるときはだいたいクローゼットの中よね。
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey. I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging, you festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
これで全部つながった？違う違う違う。さあ、私はどっちの結論を選んだでしょうか。
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George Hurst, your bloodlust ends today. You should have been apprehended weeks ago, before you killed Strobridge out of jealousy. Drop your gun. You may have wounded me, but I won't miss you.
If I ever had you in my aim, I wouldn't have merely wounded you.
Oh, the best detective in England.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice. I was wrong.
The best detective in England.
Enough! You'll die here, Lord Marsh, and you'll die slowly.
Mr. Hurst, you have already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the court's main club completely. No loose ends.
いや、打とうとしたんですけど、間に合わなかったんで、もう一回やります。ちょっと納得いかない。
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
How? Tom?
George Hurst, you should have... Drop your gun.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice. I was wrong.
The best detective in England. Enough! You'll die here, Lord Marsh, and you'll die slowly.
I understand your view, Mr. Hurst. I really do, but I couldn't allow you to continue.
これで終わり？え？
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to murder you.
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's bowling club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
はい、徹底的に徹底チャンネル、ご視聴いただきありがとうございます。シャーロック・ホームズやっていきました。悪魔の娘、デビルズ・ドーターやっていったんですが、ですね、一つの事件解決しました。見つけた手がかりも18分の18ということなので、多分全部見つけたのでしょう。で、なんて言うんでしょうね。ゲームとして面白いかつまんないか、その基準があると思うんですよね。先に言っておきましょう。つまんないです。アクションパートも無駄にアクションさせようとして難易度上げてましたし、ホームズのわけわかんない特殊能力みたいなのね、ありましたし、いやもう特殊能力としてはいいんですけど、人間の限界を超えるようなホームズ、私求めてないっていうのと、あと、その事件の後が面白いんですよね。好きなんですよ、私。で、今回だったらちゃんと依頼をしてきたトムっていう少年がいて、その子に結論を告げるところまでやってほしかったと。で、そういうのもなく、撃ち殺しましたけど、最終的に。撃ち殺さないとね、もう一人人質にされてた方が多分死んでたんでしょう。そういうね、バッドエンドなのかわかんないですけど。 それやったら私そっち撃ち殺して終わってもよかったかなと。あいつマーシュですね、マーシュ卿で追われてるかと思ったらマーシュ卿も追われてたし、結論から言うと、なんだこれは的なゲームですね。ただそのホームズだったら見つけるべきであろう証拠とか、その一人一人を見て観察眼とかはをこう見てるのは楽しいんですけど、自分でプレイするとなるとちょっとどうなのかなと。あとこのホームズに魅力がない、ワトソンにもない。見てください、普通の2人のおっさんですよね。ねワトソン。
Shouldn't you dress for the game?
まあどうだろう。私すごい推理とか好きですけど、個人的にも脱出ゲームとかリアル脱出ゲームとかもやりますし、クイズもすごい好きですし、ただゲームとするとなんか違うのかなという気もします。まあこれを見てねやってみたいと思う人いるのかどうか分かりませんけど、何しろフリープレイですからね、無料なんで、やってみるとはいいと思うんですけど、あんまおすすめしないかな。ね。まあそういう感じで、ちょうどね、時間も2時間半というところで切りがいいので、配信も終了させていただいて、この後は私、軽く夕飯を食べてからフォートナイトに戻ろうかなと。もうこれやるんだったらもう 100% 間違いなくフォートナイト、デッドバイデイライト、UFC3 と、もう軒並みいろいろ私やってるゲームあるんですけど、そっちやった方がいいかなと。これやるんだったら金田一少年の事件簿を読んでた方がだいぶマシです。はい。というわけで、ご視聴ありがとうございました。現在、4名の方ですね、ご視聴していただいているんですが、シャーロック・ホームズ、こんな感じでございました。ではまた違うゲームでお会いしましょう。それでは、さよなら、さよなら、さよなら。